It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBSports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
From Colts Neck High School, we welcome you to opening round coverage of the Central Jersey Group 3 tournament here on WBCB, where this afternoon the 10th seeded Steinert Spartans head east to take on the number 7 Colts Neck Cougars. Hello and welcome everybody. Alongside my broadcast partner Nick Gallagher, I'm Jordan Hirsch. So Nick, these two teams meet again. Back in mid-April, it was the Spartans picking up a 5-0 win over the Cougars at home. Mason Grant was stellar in that one. He's back on the bump again today. But first, I want to highlight the suddenly surging Steinert offense, which has powered this squad to 6 wins in their last 8 tries. Guys like Dom DeFrancis, Caden Hurley, and Ramey Feniello have all really stepped up for Brian Gialella's team over the last couple of weeks leading into this tournament.
Yeah, they have indeed, Jordan. It's a great to be with you this afternoon in the state tournament. Get started with the 7-10 matchup this afternoon, but the Steinert Spartans are clicking at the right time. They really changed their season around. 13 victories on the season, 2-5 in CVC play, finishing 6th in the CVC Colonial Division, a tough Colonial Division indeed. But they really have turned it on offensively in the last couple games here. They've gone through a tough CVC tournament. They've beaten some short teams, Jackson Liberty, Bridgewater Raritan. They won 6-3. They've beaten Wall 8-7. So they're really swinging the bats really well here, putting up 4 runs against Hunterdon Central just a couple days ago in a loss, but other than that, they're swinging the bats really good, and it's a great environment for them and a great challenge for them at this point in the season.
And on the mound today for the Spartans, Nick, it's going to be the senior right-hander, 6'5" Mason Grant, who dominated this high-powered Colts Neck lineup en route to a complete game shutout back on April 17th. Grant has experience in this tournament. He pitched very well in the first round last season at Matawan, and he's going to have to be on his A game once again here today.
He is. The Spartans are really going to rely on him today. In his last outing in the first round of the CVC tournament against Hamilton West in a Spartan victory, he went complete game, 2 earns, 5 hits, 7 strikeouts in his last outing, and he's really going to have to keep these Colts Neck Cougars hitters off balance all year, use some defense behind him, and he's got to really relax today. He's got to not feel that pressure where he has to do everything. Yes, it's a first-round state tournament game. You want to be there for your teams. You want to take that ball every inning today and kind of tell everyone, I got you guys, get on my back. But you really, all at the same time, let your offense do some work. Let your defense do some work. You don't have to do everything. He doesn't have to pitch a complete game today. If it's the game, it's trending that direction, then great. Then Brian Gialella will be really happy with that as well. But he really is throwing the ball all season long, leading the Spartans 50 strikeouts on the year, 51 in the third innings pitched, 5-2 record, 52 hits, 23 runs, and 50 strikeouts with a 1.91 ERA.
Well, it should be a good one here today. Winner of this gets the winner of the 2:15 matchup, which is Freehold Borough and Brick Memorial on Thursday. A trip to the quarterfinals is on the line, and today's game is brought to you by Team Toyota, the Revere Restaurant, Capital Health System, Kessel Dermatology, the New Jersey Education Association, Saul Funeral Homes, the Hamilton Township Education Association, the Hamilton Township Division of Health, the Italian People's Bakery, Haldeman Ford, the Trenton Thunder, Hyundai of Trenton, the Trentonian, Chris Auto Body, Mako Viewing, and Bob Hope's Auto Repair. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and first pitch here from Colts Neck High School. Central Jersey Group 3 tournament gets underway on the other side of this break here on WBCB.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers great cosmetic dermatology featuring the latest technology in cosmetics, including Morpheus 8 for skin tightening and scars, ultraviolet A and B light treatment for psoriasis, eczema, and itching. Kessel Dermatology now offers Genesis and XLV laser treatments for wrinkles, facial discoloration, scars, and hair removal. Kessel Dermatology, provides Botox and fillers. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
Since 1899, proud to be a part of your greater Hamilton Township community is Saul Funeral Home. Saul Funeral Home is a fourth-generation family-owned business that proudly supports our community and has guided families in Mercer County when they need it the most. Visit their website at saulfuneralhomes.com. That's saulfuneralhomes.com. Spartans, the road team, they'll be up to bat first here in this sectional first round, taking a look at how they line up today. Leading it off will be the center fielder, Dom DeFrancis, followed by shortstop Joey Ditta and designated hitter Caden Hurley. Right fielder Jack Pirelli bats fourth, followed by left fielder Eric Green and first baseman Peter Simone. The bottom three, the catcher Vinny Condurso, second baseman Gavin Gialella, and the third baseman is Jace Marr. And they're going to be taking on the 5'11 senior right-hander Nick Hayden, one of the top arms on this Colts Neck squad. Hayden this season, 33 1/3 innings pitched. He's got a 3.36 ERA. He struck out 34. Walks have been a problem for him at times. He's issued 19 free passes in those 33 1/3 innings pitched. He did come on in relief when Colts Neck visited Steinert back in mid-April. Went 3 innings in that game, surrendered 2 earned runs, struck out 4. And last season in Colts Neck's opening round victory against Middletown North in this tournament, he got the start, went 4 innings, allowed just 1 hit, no runs, and struck out 5 in what was a dominating 13-0 win for the Cougars. And he's facing a very dangerous, all of a sudden, top 3 in DeFrancis, Ditta, and Hurley here in this first inning. Mentioned Steinert's offense in the pregame. They've won 6 of their last 8 games, and the only 2 losses in that stretch are against Robbinsville and Hunterdon Central, who are combined 31-11-1. Steinert has outscored their opponents 53-28 during that span. Dom DeFrancis digs in. Both of these teams looking to advance to the quarterfinals for the second consecutive season. Steinert went on the road, beat Matawan last year. And the first pitch of this game is a fastball taken low. It's 1 ball and no strikes. DeFrancis, he's been red hot. Over his last 5 games, 9 for 16, 4 RBIs. And that's a late strike call. It's over on the inside corner, count even 1-1. DeFrancis in his last 5 games, 4 multi-hit games during that span. He had 2 of those previously before this stretch. The 1-1, chopped foul wide of first.
These two teams haven't met too often. The only other prior meeting to this season was back in 2022 where Colts Neck won 4-1. So a rare matchup regular season this year and a rare matchup in the playoffs this year.
Breaking ball outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. See, that's the thing with this time of year, right, Nick, is you get teams that are not too familiar with each other, but these two teams kind of rare to see that they've faced off already this year, and both of these pitchers the opposing side has already seen. This is a slow roller towards first. Ryan Rude, the first baseman, juggles it, but flips to Hayden covering in time, and there's 1 down.
Well, on that same notion, it's very difficult to beat the same team twice in a year, especially a team you just see on such a rare occasion. Spartans having the home field advantage in the game in the meeting previously this year. Now we're on the road today, and it's very hard. But the Colts Neck Cougars had a lot of similar opponents as well, as far as they played a lot of their opponents in their conference twice. They played Matawan, Monmouth twice, and Rumson Fairhaven twice.
First pitch to Joey Ditta is a curveball on the outside corner for a strike. Yeah, and you got to believe today it's advantage to both offenses, right, having seen both of these pitchers already.
Yeah, and you're going to see how they attack here in the first maybe inning or two. See how different they approach this game versus the last game.
There's a lot of room back there, and this one's going to reach the Colts Neck dugout. We were talking about it before we went on air, Nick. A lot of room back behind home plate and down either line in foul territory at this ballpark.
Yeah, there is. I mean, Mason Grant for the Spartans, not really one to throw a pass ball and some wild pitches. We'll see how the Colts Neck pitching staff today handles this. Backs up a lot of room, a lot of chance for some pass balls, and maybe some multiple bases stolen.
up and in that time with the breaking ball. It's 1-2. Joey Ditta batting out of the 2-hole today. Another guy who's been hot for Steinert comes in riding a 4-game hit streak, second longest of the season. That one skips up there. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Joey Ditta, the team leader in doubles with 12 runs scored at 17. 12 of his 23 hits this season are doubles. He has more doubles than singles. 2-2 from Hayden. Fastball popped up, right side of the infield. Calling for it is Annunziata, the second baseman, and he puts it away for the second out. So far, so good for Nick Hayden out there on the mound. He's forced some weak contact. And now it's going to be Caden Hurley, who's gone on a late season surge. One of 3 catchers on this Steinert squad. Designated hitter in today's ball game. And Caden Hurley, it's really a late season surge as he bounces this one towards the right side. Ryan Rude has it, flips to Hayden covering, and that's in time for a 1-2-3 inning. We'll talk about Caden Hurley the next time he comes up to bat. It's a quick inning for Nick Hayden out there on the mound. We'll go to the bottom of the first. Steinert nothing, Colts Neck coming up.
1490 WBCB, Levittown and Trenton. Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
Today's game is brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association, who would like to take this opportunity to wish all of our students the best of luck this school term. We're proud to support you. This message brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association. It was a quick 1-2-3 inning for the Steinert bats, and now Mason Grant heads out to the mound to do work, and he's going to face a very dangerous Colts Neck Cougar lineup that looks like this here this afternoon. Leading it off, the second baseman Dan Annunziata, followed by designated hitter Jack Dugo and shortstop Will Persky. The center fielder R.J. Conover bats fourth, followed by first baseman Ryan Rude and right fielder Ronan Kiley. The bottom 3 are the catcher John Glusko, third baseman Joe Pignatelli, and the left fielder is Miles Schneider. Facing Mason Grant, who has been the top arm in this Steinert rotation all season long. He's thrown over 51 innings to the tune of a 191 earned run average. He's given up just 14 earned runs, walked only 9, and struck out 50 batters this season. Grant faced Colts Neck and was very efficient back on April 17th. A 7-inning complete game shutout, allowed just 7 hits, struck out 5, didn't walk anybody, and needed only 75 pitches. That was the fewest pitches in a complete game for Mason Grant in his career. And leading it off will be Dan Annunziata. Annunziata, the team leader in average and slugging percentage, hitting .421. First pitch swinging, pops it up on the infield. Shortstop Joey Ditta settles underneath it. 1 pitch, 1 out for Grant.
Well, that's exactly what you needed. As we just mentioned, the 75 pitch against this Cougar lineup last time out for Mason Grant. And want to see how the Cougars attack today, if they come out aggressive, swinging the bats early in the count, or if they're a little bit more patient, letting Grant throw some pitches today. He has a limit of 110 today, so he could go as long as they need him to go today, and I would not be afraid to see that, Jordan.
So now the designated hitter, Jack Dugo, digs in. Dugo hitting .200 this year, sees a first pitch fastball that he likes and smokes it towards right center field. Diving for it is Pirelli. He can't get it. Backed up nicely by DeFrancis, and that's a 1-out single for Dugo, and he's aboard now for Will Persky.
That pitch just hung up there too long. Mason Grant wishes he could have that one back. But a 1-out base runner for the Cougars here in the bottom of the first.
I think we're starting to see why Mason Grant only needed 75 pitches back in mid-April.
And maybe that's their game plan today. Maybe they don't want to change anything they did, even in a loss. They want to stay aggressive.
It's a nice block by Vinny Condurso behind home plate, and throwdown's not nearly in time.
Well, runs are going to come at a premium for Colts Neck today against Mason Grant. Playoff game on the road. I'm sure he's trying to make these Colts Neck Cougars work as batters.
1-0 pitch is taken outside. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Yeah, the approach didn't really work for Colts Neck back against Mason Grant in April, but it's really gone well for them all season long. Averaged 6.6 runs per game. That's the most in their division. They're out of the Shore Conference B North Division, which is one of the toughest public divisions in the state. They ended up winning it, posting an 8-4 divisional record. 5 out of the 6 teams in that division, Nick, finished over 500.
And it just shows you the competition.
It's another high pop-up back of second base. Giolela's there, and he puts it away, calling off Joey Ditta for the second out.
Well, from one Giolela to the next, head coach Brian Giolela just won his 500th game recently. So congratulations to him and a big achievement as head coach.
The head coach Giolela did that a week ago today, his 500th win against Bridgewater Raritan last Tuesday. Here's the cleanup man, R.J. Conover. Runner goes, pitch taken inside, throw down to second, not in time, and it's a stolen base for Dugo.
And that's what Colts Neck's going to have to do today to get their offensive going after being shut out by Grant last time. Challenge Condorso back behind the plate. Generally one of the better catchers in the CVC. He's got a great arm.
1-0 pitch over at the knees for a called strike. That's one thing that Colts Neck does really well. That was their 54th stolen base of the year. For Dugo, his 9th. That's second on the team. Out there in scoring position with 2 outs in the first. 1-1 to Conover. Hit the other way off the end of the bat. It hops over the first base bag, and Simone's able to race to first and beat Conover, and that's how this inning ends. No runs, 1 hit, 1 man left for Colts Neck. We'll go to the second, no score here in the Central Jersey Group 3 first round.
Hi, I'm Sean Spiller, president of the New Jersey Education Association. On behalf of the 200,000 educators in all of our public schools, we wish all of our student athletes the very best luck in today's competition. We would also like to recognize the students in our public schools who participate in extracurricular activities, like the school play, robotics class, or the marching band. New Jersey schools are #1 in the nation. When parents, schools, and educators work together, our students are the winners. New Jersey Education Association supports our great public schools.
District Community Relations Committee is meeting from 5 to 6 p.m. on May 13th. Link to register and more information can be found at htsdnj.org. 2025 summer camp registration is now open. Many camp options are available in July. You can visit htsdnj.org to view available camps and to register. Hamilton Township School District Fall 2025 kindergarten virtual registration now open as well. You can join a Hamilton Township School District for their pop-up school events. Each event is open to the entire Hamilton Township School District community. August 6th at Sayin Elementary, August 12th at Cooser Elementary, the 19th at Wilson Elementary, and September 9th at Greenwood Elementary. The class of 2025 is being celebrated on Hamilton Township School District Decision Day. Dress in your career, college, or U.S. Armed Forces apparel. Steinert, it's this Thursday, May 29th. Hamilton West, June 4th. Nottingham, June 5th. We go to the second here in the first round of the Central Jersey Group 3 tournament. No score between the number 10 Spartans and number 7 Colts Neck Cougars. It's a cleanup man, Jack Pirelli, digging in, facing Nick Hayden, and the first pitch that Pirelli sees is a fastball at the knees for a called strike. Pirelli comes in riding a 5-game hit streak. A lot of Spartans on extended hit streaks in this game. Down and in, 1-1. Pirelli 10 for 17 over his last 5 games. It's a .588 average, 3 doubles, 6 RBIs. Grounds it sharply foul. It's 1-2. Pirelli, 4 of those RBIs came in a win over Wall last Wednesday. That was a career high for him. On a 1-2, Pirelli swings and misses. 4 up, 4 down for Hayden out there on the mound. And that'll bring up Eric Green. First strikeout of the day for either arm. So now Eric Green, the Pennsbury transfer. One of the few Spartans struggling offensively, just 3 for his last 16, and he lines this one foul over our heads and out of play. Mentioned the Steinert offense. They've outscored their opponents 53-28 their last 8 games. So they've scored 53 runs in their last 8, Nick. Over their first 17 games, they scored 59. Ooh. Want to talk about a turnaround. Playing their best baseball at the right time as Green works himself ahead in the count 2-1.
Well, yeah, I mean, you look at their record 13-12, and you really just don't really look too much of it now because of just how well they've been playing recently. They struggled out of the gate 1-3 to start the year, then went on a 1-5 skid. So it's been a tough season, up and down in the latter half, or the beginning half of the season. They've got it righting the ship in the latter half of the season at the right time.
3-1 pitch to Green, fastball in there, and the count goes full. For Steinert, one of their bugaboos has been playing on the road. Just 3-7 away from home this year. They've lost 5 of their last 6 road games. They've played much tougher competition on the road as Green works himself aboard with a 1-out walk. First Steinert base runner of the day, and he's on for Peter Simone. Simone, he's been playing a lot more recently. Him and Chase Porcella have kind of split duty at first this year. Simone hitting .280. This is 32nd plate appearance of the season. He likes the first pitch he sees, but bounces it foul. It's 0-1. Steinert, they've only won 1 road game since the 2nd week of April, and that win was at Trenton. Finished the regular season on a 6-game home winning streak. This one slapped out towards straightaway center. Gliding underneath it is R.J. Conover to put it away for the 2nd out. So 2 down, and now the catcher, Vinny Condurso. You were talking about Condurso's defense a little earlier, Nick. One of the better defensive catchers in the CVC. He's really benefited now with some of this playing time because Caden Hurley's played so well. They've been able to insert him at designated hitter and let Condurso's defense go to work. And speaking of catcher defense, nice block by Glusko. Throws to second, and it gets away. Will Persky, the shortstop, couldn't handle it. And if he was able to come up with that baseball, they would have had Green.
And Green got a good jump there on the steal. A good throw, just not really received well. And luckily not to go too far into the shallow outfield.
So the count, 1 ball, no strikes on Condurso. It's been a struggle for him at the plate. He's in there for defense, hitting .074 this year. Just 2 for 27, but he's ahead in the count now, 2 balls, no strikes. Line drive through the hole on the left side. That's a base hit. Green gets the wave at third. Here comes the throw from Schneider. It's well in time. Miles Schneider guns down Eric Green at the plate and keeps this game scoreless. We'll head to the bottom of the 2nd. 0-0 between Colts Neck and Steinert here on WBCB.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
Hamilton Township Division of Health offers a variety of free services to keep you and your community healthy. It's important for everyone to stay up to date on recommended vaccines. Whether you or a loved one needs an annual flu shot, COVID-19 vaccine, or pneumonia shot, Hamilton's Division of Health is ready to help. You can visit hamiltonnj.com/health for more information, services, and upcoming clinics and eligibility. The Italian People's Bakery is proud to support high school sports in the WBCB Sports Network. They're located at 63 Butler Street, and the Italian People's Bakery is the place to go for the best hoagies on Sunday afternoon, as well as the finest dessert trays for your special get-together. The Italian People's Bakery since 1936. Celebrating 50 years of business and supporting your community is Haldeman Ford, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. Neighbors helping neighbors is what Haldeman Ford does and will continue to do. And coming soon, the area's largest new commercial vehicle center. Haldeman Ford here yesterday, here today, here tomorrow, celebrating their 50th year in business. And Trenton Thunder baseball returns for the 2025 season Wednesday, June 4th. Catch all the fun and excitement of a Thunder game throughout the summer. For ticket information, visit TrentonThunder.com or call 609-394-3300. We go to the bottom of the second, no score between Steinert and Colts Neck. Miles Schneider, before we went to break, just threw out Eric Green at the plate. It was a single through the left side by Vinny Condurso, and Schneider just threw an absolute dot to home plate and had Green by about 20 feet. So now Ryan Rude, who walks up to Rude by magic, very fitting, as he takes inside. It's 1 ball, no strikes.
Gotta love a good walk-up song. It's a play on your name, first or last.
Gotta have your fun out there, right?
Why not?
Swing and a miss, 0-2.
Well, we've been talking about Mason Grant in our Trentonian pregame show and the pitching he's done this year, but Colts Neck averaging 6.5 runs per game. It's third in their division. Only giving up 5.4 runs this season. That is fourth in their division. They have 7 teams. To give some context to that.
1-2 pitch from Grant. Fastball tails outside. Yeah, of course, playing in a very tough conference, very tough division. The pitching numbers aren't all that great as Rude goes down swinging. Cougars really rely on their offense a whole lot more. And now it'll be Ronan Kiley, the 6-hole hitter. Kiley a little earlier this month, May the 2nd, a career-high 6 RBI day. This one's bounced over to third. Marr has it across the diamond in time, and quickly 2 are gone here in the second. At Colts Neck, they'll win with their offense. And they score 5 or more runs this year. They're 11-3. 6 or more, they're 10-2, and they're undefeated at 9-0 when they score 7 or more runs. Conversely, when they're held under 5, just 1-6.
And that's a story right there within itself. I mean, it says a lot.
First pitch to Glusko is popped foul and out of play. It's got to figure the goal for Mason Grant today. It's just hold Colts Neck to under 5.
Which he's done to a lot of teams this year.
It hasn't allowed more than 5 earned runs in a start all season. 0-1 is upstairs. Grant probably had one of his worst outings, at least to his standard. Last time out, got roughed up a little bit on May 17th against Jackson Liberty. Surrendered 10 hits, 3 earned runs in 5 innings. And he's worked ahead of Glusko, a ball and 2 strikes. Grant's getting it and going. He ain't wasting any time out there on the mound. Looking for his second strikeout of the frame. This one's popped up, shallow right. Going back Giolella in Pirelli. And the right fielder Pirelli makes the call on the catch. Easy 1-2-3 frame for Mason Grant. Scoreless between Steinert and Colts Neck as we go to the third here in the Central Jersey Group 3 tournament, first round.
Hamilton Township in Mercer County is fortunate to have many fine businesses that serve our community. Saul Funeral Home is a fourth-generation family-owned business proud to support our local schools and community. Their compassionate and caring staff is there for you and your family. They'll bring the closure you deserve while also celebrating the life of your loved one. Visit their website at saulfuneralhomes.com. That's saulfuneralhomes.com. Saul Funeral Home at 3795 Nottingham Way, Hamilton Square.
Over 1,400 tariff-free cars ready to go at Hyundai of Trenton on 1655 North Olden Avenue in Ewing Township. No one has the selection or special pricing that Hyundai of Trenton has. Over 1,400 tariff-free cars. If you were ever thinking of a new car, SUV, or EV vehicle, now is the time to buy at Hyundai of Trenton on 1655 North Olden Avenue in Ewing Township. And don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian or online at Trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian. And Chris's Auto Body has been offering complete auto body repairs for over 60 years. They make it easy and simple from small dents to major accidents, glass replacement, and detailing. They're locally owned and operated with 3 locations: Fairless Hills and the Falls Autoplex on Business Route 1, Lambertville, and New Hope as well. Chris's Auto Body wishes student athletes a successful and safe season. And today's game is brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association, who would like to take this opportunity to wish all of our students the best of luck this school term. We're proud to support you. This message brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association. On to the third in the 10-7 matchup here in the first round of the Central Jersey Group 3 tournament. Scoreless between Steinert and Colts Neck. And now 9-1-2 in the Spartans order. Jace Marr, Dom DeFrancis, and Joey Ditta. They're going to look to change that, facing Nick Hayden, who's through 2 innings of work. He's allowed 1 hit and struck out 1. And Marr takes a healthy cut at a first pitch fastball, and it's 0-1. Jace Marr, 1 for his last 8. Went 1 for 2, scored a pair of runs against Colts Neck back in April. And he works the count even at a ball and a strike. Fastball, some heat out of the right hand of Hayden. That missed off the plate inside. Both of these pitchers feature a pretty electric fastball. There it is again. It's popped up foul and up over the Steinert dugout. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count on Jace Marr, a .318 hitter. And a called strike 3. Got that fastball over the outside corner. Strikeout number 2 for Hayden, and there's 1 down.
Nice pitch there from Hayden. It was low. Marr didn't like that, but it was right there on the corner of the plate. Good paint job there for the first out of the inning.
My mistake. That was actually Gavin Giolello leading off that inning. So here's Jace Marr.
I was listening to you, buddy. I mean,
not always perfect. I need to be double-checked sometimes. Inside for ball 1. Well, now everybody knows that Jace Marr is 1 for his last 8 and went 1 for 2 against Colts Neck. Line drive back towards the box. Diving stop at second by Annunziata, and he makes the play over to first in time. Annunziata flashes the leather out there at second, and now it'll be Dom DeFrancis. DeFrancis, he grounded out to first base to lead off this game. DeFrancis went 2 for 3, hit a triple, lone triple of the season for him against Colts Neck back on April 17th. Talked about how hot he's been. He's raised his average coming into this game 80 points since May 12th. Skies this one towards shallow left. Schneider went back, now comes in, and he never saw it. It drops right in front of him, Good base running by DeFrancis. He just ends up at second. Went in there standing up. And I guess we'll just have to mark that one down as a double. Miles Schneider, who made a fantastic defensive play last inning, throwing out Eric Green at home plate, never had a chance. It's a bit of a tough sky today with this cloud cover. And so the inning extends now for Joey Ditta.
Yeah, I would think the Colts Neck would be used to their field and the sun and how it works with the clouds. Just lost it out there. Now Steinert's got a 2-out base runner in scoring position.
And not the guy that you want to see up at the plate after a misplay like that if you're Colts Neck. First pitch to Ditta, swing and a miss. Well, he was looking for the express and got the local.
Well, Ditta helped Steinert victorious in their April matchup, 2 RBIs on that afternoon. He's got a chance to an RBI here in the third.
No batting gloves, the look. Another off-speed pitch, and that one's at the knees for a strike, and it's 0-2. Joey Ditta, kind of an interesting number on him. He's hitting .266 this season, which is the lowest batting average of his career. His slugging percentage, though, is at .443, which is the highest. 0-2 pitch. Another breaking ball and a called strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Joey Ditta upset about it. He strands a runner over at second. We remain scoreless. We'll go to the bottom of the third here in the first round of the Central Jersey Group 3 tournament.
Hi, I'm Errol Reese. Most people diagnosed with skin cancer are not even aware of their cancer. It's important to get a complete skin checkup. Kessel Dermatology offers a vast array of surgical procedures, including Mohs surgery, plus other non-surgical options. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
The Hamilton Township Division of Health offers a variety of free services to keep you and your community healthy. It's important for everyone to stay up to date on recommended vaccines. Whether your loved one needs an annual flu shot, COVID-19 vaccine, or pneumonia shot, Hamilton's Division of Health is ready to help. Most residents in Mercer County are able to take advantage of the free and confidential STI and HIV testing clinic. You can visit hamiltonnj.com/health for more information, services, and upcoming clinics and eligibility. And the Italian People's Bakery is proud to support high school sports in the WBCB Sports Network. Drive by to smell that homemade bread made daily or have them cater your next party or affair. You can find them at 63 Butler Street. They're the place to go for the best hoagies on Sunday afternoon, the finest dessert trays for your special get-together. Visit them once again at 63 Butler Street in Chambersburg, the Italian People's Bakery since 1936. A couple of goose eggs up there on the scoreboard as we go to the bottom of the third. 8, 9, and 1 due up for Colts Neck. It'll be Joe Pignatelli, Miles Schneider, and Dan Annunziata. Facing Mason Grant, who's retired 5 in a row. He's surrendered just 1 hit and struck out 1 through the first 2 innings today. First offering to Pignatelli, cut on and missed. Joe Pignatelli comes in hitting an even 300. He's 12 for 40. This one smoked just fair down the left field line and going over towards the fence. Pignatelli hustling to second. He's there easily, and it's a leadoff double for Colts Neck. Snuck that one inside the third base bag. And Eric Green had a long way to go for it. Mentioned all that foul territory down there. So a man in scoring position now for Miles Schneider. Schneider got bailed out in the field last inning after Nick Hayden was able to strike out Ditta after his misplay and left. Just kind of lost it in this sky. Got to believe the goal now for Schneider is thinking pull side, a chance to get that runner over to third with less than 2 outs. He squares, gets it down. It's a nice one. Grant's only play is going to be to first. And that does the job. He advances Pignatelli 90 feet. And he's at third with 1 down for the top of the order. Dan Annunziata will be the batter.
Well, we talked about runs being at a premium today against Mason Grant if you're a Colts Neck fan. And a leadoff double, a nice sacrifice bunt to get the runner over to third. Some small ball action from the Cougars here in the third, as Mason Grant facing his first set of adversity here this afternoon.
And Brian Giolella, sensing how good Nick Hayden has been on the mound on the other side, bringing the infield in. Ball and no strikes on Annunziata, who popped out to shortstop last time up. Annunziata, he had a nice day against Steinert earlier this year, 2 for 3. Count even now at a ball and a strike. And Annunziata, he had a fantastic game in the first round of this tournament last year in a win against Middletown North. 3 for 3 with a double, an RBI, and 2 runs scored. Finds himself ahead in the count, 2 balls and 1 strike. Infield in the 2-1. Line drive out towards center to Francis going back. He makes the grab, tagging up his Pignatelli. He's going to score without a play, and Colts Neck is on the board first. It's 1-0. Sac fly RBI for Dan Annunziata. That's the way you got to do it against Mason Grant, right? Got the leadoff double, bunted over to third, and then the sac fly to get him home.
That is the way to do it. First run surrendered by Mason Grant from Colts Neck this season.
Yeah, he had gone over 9 innings scoreless against the Cougars. This one eats up Marr over at third. It was a tough hop. And it's going to be a bad hop single for Jack Dugo, so he's 2 for 2 today. He's got 2 of the 3 Cougar hits, and he extends the frame for Will Persky.
Even if Marr makes that play down third, he read it well, just kind of took a last-minute bounce on him on a field Spartan's not too familiar with the bounces and how it plays, but it would have been a tough throw across the diamonds to get him in time.
Yeah, this field here, it's very well manicured here at Colts Neck. That one, I think, just a short hop that Marr wasn't able to at least knock down. Check on the runner at first. Dugo wasn't too far off the bag that time. Persky popped out to second base, back in the first. Colts Neck on top, 1-0, and now Grant wants to go through the signs again with Condurso. Another check on the runner. They try kind of a hybrid pitch out. That was very close to being a strike. Grant missed his spot. That could have been called a strike at the top of the zone. I don't think anybody would have argued it. Runner stays put. 1-0 is hit well but foul. That was kind of a backup slider that hung in the middle of the plate. And Persky was just a bit out in front. Slide step, again, same thing, same result. Another hanging slider, and it gets crushed foul towards the tree line. Now, Grant's got to figure that one out because eventually Percy's going to straighten that out, you would think.
Can't imagine he goes back to that slider again here.
Let's see if Persky gets the heat. 1-2. Runner goes. Pitches fly towards center. DeFrancis kind of karaoke's back. Does he see it? Yes, he does. Puts it away to end the inning. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 left for Colts Neck in the third. On to the fourth. 1-0. Cougars on top.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. we're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
Celebrating 50 years of business and supporting your community is Haldeman Ford, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. Neighbors helping neighbors is what Haldeman Ford does and will continue to do. They've got it all, new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, plus work-ready trucks. Haldeman Ford has a great variety of EV vehicles. Haldeman Ford services all makes and models and is known for their fleet service and state-of-the-art collision center. And coming soon, the area's largest new commercial vehicle center. Haldeman Ford here yesterday, here today, here tomorrow, celebrating their 50th year in business. Trenton Thunder baseball returns for the 2025 season on Wednesday, June 4th. Catch all the fun and excitement of a Thunder game throughout the summer. For ticket information, visit TrentonThunder.com or call 609-394-3300. Post-game firework nights, Tuesday kids eat free, Wednesday dollar dog nights, Thursdays, and pork roll Fridays throughout the season. Trenton Thunder baseball, big league futures, major league fun. 1-0 Cougars on top as we go to the 4th. Here in the first round of the Central Jersey Group 3 tournament. It's the middle of this Steinert lineup due-up, 3, 4, and 5. Caden Hurley, Jack Pirelli, and Eric Green set to dig in against Nick Hayden. 3 shutout innings on the mound for him so far. First pitch to Hurley. He takes outside 1-0. Talked about how Hurley's been playing a lot better recently before he rudely grounded out on the first pitch his last time up and didn't allow us to get to our stats. Over his last 9 games, he's hitting .632. Works himself ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. Coming into this game, he was 12 for his last 19 with a double, 7 RBIs. That also includes being 1 for 5 in his previous 3. He was even hotter than 12 for 19 at one point.
And we've talked about how hot the Steinert lineup is, and Hurley's clearly almost the key factor in that, and we'll see if he steps up and has a big role today, the way he's swinging lately.
Went fishing for that one and fouled it off. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yeah, Hurley before this stretch, he was hitting 194, and coming into this game, he was hitting 360.
You wonder what midseason adjustments he was able to make.
We don't see those midseason adjustments right there. He's now 0 for 2, and he becomes the 4th strikeout victim of the day. Still very impressive for a guy like Caden Hurley, who was getting sparse playing time the first few weeks of the season, to have a turnaround like he's had. It helped Steinert get to this spot, which was number 10 seed in this tournament, thanks to a late season push. They've won 6 of their last 8. Jack Pirelli, another one of those guys at the forefront of this late season run. He takes inside as he 2 steps out of the way. Jack Pirelli's hit safely in 9 of his last 12 since April 28th. Another guy who's upped his average. It's at 349 coming into this game. Now he's ahead in the count, 2 balls, no strikes. Pirelli was the first strikeout victim of the day back in the 2nd inning. Fastball on the outside part of the plate, 2-1. Only 1 3-ball count so far for Nick Hayden through the first 12 batters. This one's grounded up the middle, and it's off the second base bag, and Pirelli's going to be able to beat it out. I don't think NJSIAA would have had a shot anyways. And so a 1-out base runner for Steinert. Nick, you have a better view of that than I do. That appeared to hit the second base bag,
It did, yeah, it did. It went right over it.
1-out single, and here comes Eric Green, who walked and got thrown out at the plate back in the 2nd. Fly foul up over our heads. The Steinert last season, of course, it came to an end in a very heartbreaking fashion. They beat Matawan on the road as the 9 seed in a 2-1 win in 8 innings in the first round of this tournament, and then lost 2-1 against Lawrence in the 2nd round on a walk-off hit by pitch. It was Joe Loretti who had hit Connor Williver with the bases loaded. Spartans had a prime chance to upset the #1 seed last year in the Cardinals. But now a new year, they're playing their best ball at the right time and now looking to overcome this 1-0 deficit as Green gets a piece of it to foul it away. It's 1-2. Go back to 2023. The last 3 Central Jersey Group 3 tournament games for the Spartans have all been decided by 1 run. Throw over to first, and back in time is Pirelli.
Well, they like to make things interesting and fun, and I'm sure give their friends and family heart-racing palpitations. And that's what makes this time of year just one of the best during the high school season.
1-2 to Green, breaking ball, lined into left center field. That's going to split the gap. It's cut off nicely by Schneider. He's got to play it third. Here's the throw. It is not in time. Green takes second, and the Spartans are in business in the 4th.
Well, we've talked about the usual suspects for the Spartan offense this afternoon so far, and really we haven't talked too much about the unusual suspects. Eric Green, a big hit in a big spot here in the 4th as he gets a big double with 1 away. And Spartans try to get a rally going here off Hayden.
And now Peter Simone. 5 RBIs on the season. Cougars play their corners in and up the middle. They're back. First pitch to Simone, reaches down, pokes it to right. Kiley coming on, he can't get it. He was able to deke out Pirelli. The throw to home is offline, and the Spartans answer right back. We're even at 1. It was a nice try by Kiley out there in right field. And a better throw, there might have been a play. But 3 straight hits for this Spartans offense, and now they've got runners on the corners, tied at 1 for Vinny Condurso.
That was actually a closer play at the plate than it really may have come off if you're watching us here on YouTube. As he slid in to home plate, kind of glided with it. The throw was right there, but he could not get the tag in. And I almost thought the way he was sliding, he was just going to just stop in the middle of the dirt.
How about that piece of hitting as well by Peter Simone? Looked like he was just doing anything he could to put the ball in play. Kind of a half swing and was able to get it into right.
When you're getting your 6 and 7 hole hitters with a double there and an RBI single, I mean, that's a big spot, and that really can relieve this Spartan lineup and get them going.
Pignatelli's in on the grass at third. Up the middle, it's at double play depth. First pitch to Condurso is down low for a ball. Vinny Condurso now another chance to drive in a run. Came through with a single with Eric Green on second back in the 2nd inning, but Green was gunned down at the plate. Getting his sign from Brian Giolella in that third base coach's box.
Now all of a sudden we have the similar situation with Green down on third.
Throw over to first, and Simone's back. And now if you're the Cougars, you got to watch for all sorts of trickery. Perhaps the safety squeeze, the first to third steal play. Another check on the runner, and this time Simone's back standing up.
Cougars got to be careful here. If they want to throw down the first, you got to watch out for Green, who could take off for home as well.
Green's got a nice secondary lead over there at third. The pitch is grounded. Diving stop at third by Pignatelli. He's coming home. Play at the plate. He is out. Joe Pignatelli was able to scoop it up at third. Green was going on contact, and he's thrown out at the plate for the 2nd time today. Fielder's choice 5-2 for the 2nd out.
And once again off the bat of Vinny Condurso, who could have given the Spartans a lead. With 1 out, Jordan, you question that kind of decision-making, sending your runner with the ball hit to third. Maybe Eric couldn't see it behind his back, but you got to listen to your third base coach in that situation. With 1 away, you don't want to be a laying duck there in that situation at home plate.
So now Gavin Giolella with 2 on and 2 out. Outside, 1 ball, no strikes. You got to feel bad now for Vinny Condurso.
Yeah, he's been robbed of a couple RBIs today.
He easily could have had 2. Instead, he's got none. And now Gavin Giolella looking to come through and give his team the lead in the fourth. Fastball outside, 2-0. Giolella just a 154 hitter. Ahead in the count like this, got to figure he's taken here. He's not, and it's grounded up the middle for a base hit. Around third and coming home is Peter Simone. The throw is cut off, and Gavin Giolella delivers. The coach's kid gives Steinert the 2-1 lead. Shows you how much I know, Nick. He was not taken. He got a fastball to his liking, hit it right back where it came from, and the Spartans have flipped the scoreboard in the fourth.
They had a play, the Cougars had a play at home plate, but Ryan Rude decided not to throw it, back turn to the runner at home, and decided, I think he threw it to second, I think is what happened. There was a lot of moving parts there.
Yeah, he held Condurso at second base.
And I can understand that, but when you got a runner right there who he could have gotten the throw to home, and Cougars could have got out of the inning with only the one run.
So now 2-on-2 out for the 9-hole hitter, Jace Marr. Grounded out to second base last inning and takes outside here. It's 1-0. Fastball at the knees. That draws the ire of the Spartans dugout. They all thought that was a little bit low. In fact, the scoreboard operator thought the same thing. They've got it up here as 2-0, but it's 1-1. The pitch to Marr, breaking ball, and it's a good one. It's 1-2. Like a little 12-6 action on that pitch.
Yeah, it was a nice pitch. Good spot there. They haven't changed this. Oh, there it is.
Ball and 2 strikes, the count on Marr. Runners go, pitches up and in, throw down to third is way high. That's gonna allow Vinny Condurso to score easily. Taking third is Gavin Giolella, and it's a 3-1 ball game. I'll tell you what, John Glusko probably would have just been better to put that one in his back pocket. He had no chance over there at third base. And the Spartans, credit to them, in a 2-strike count with 2 outs, their 9-hole hitter up, they looked to create some action on the base paths, and they created their own chaos. It's a 3-run fourth, and another one just 90 feet away. This one's pushed foul.
This all started with an Eric Green double, and the Spartan offense has come alive here in the fourth. We've talked about the wide outfield down the line, third base side, plenty of room, and a big mistake by the Cougars.
Slow roller, charging on it, Persky. Double clutches and fires just in time. Marr was trying to make a Superman dive to get into first. The Spartans will settle for 3 runs. They take the lead. They're on top 3-1. We go to the bottom of the fourth here in the first round of the Central Jersey Group 3 tournament.
Hamilton Township in Mercer County is fortunate to have many fine businesses that serve our community. Saul Funeral Home is a 4th-generation family-owned business proud to support our local schools and community. Their compassionate and caring staff is there for you and your family. They'll bring the closure you deserve while also celebrating the life of your loved one. Visit their website at saulfuneralhomes.com. That's saulfuneralhomes.com. Saul Funeral Home at 3795 Nottingham Way, Hamilton Square.
Don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian, or online at trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian. And Chris's Auto Body has been offering complete auto body repairs for over 60 years. They make it easy and simple, from small dents to major accidents, glass replacement, and detailing. Chris's Auto Body works with all insurance companies and provides a lifetime guarantee on all repairs. Accidents are an inconvenience, and Chris's Auto Body goes out of their way to provide minimal interruption. Local pickup and delivery and rental cars on site. Chris's Auto Body, locally owned and operated with 3 locations: Fairless Hills in the Falls Autoplex, Business Route 1, and in Lambertville and New Hope as well. Chris's Auto Body wishes student athletes a successful and safe season. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Spartans have taken the lead. They're on top 3-1, and now Mason Grant back out there on the mound looking for a shutdown inning. He's going to face 4, 5, and 6 in this Cougars order. R.J. Conover, Ryan Rude, Ronan Kiley due up. Conover grounded out to first base his last time up. First pitch here is bounced out towards short. Dida waits on it, juggles it, and now beating it out is Conover. Bit of a frustrating day for Joey Dida, gets compiled with that error. Looked like he kind of let that ball play him instead of going up to get it on the high hop. And so that allows Conover to reach, and here comes Ryan Rude.
Pretty routine play for Dida that he makes 9 times out of 10. Especially on a first pitch swing, and you want to get that runner. Now things open up with Ryan Rude here.
Rude takes a first pitch slider off the plate away for a ball. Ryan Rude went down swinging his last time up. It's the only strikeout Mason Grant has to his ledger today. Runner goes, didn't get a great jump. The throw down to second from Condurso, not in time. And a nice play by Dida to keep it from going into center. Second stolen base of the day for the Cougars, and just like that, Conover quickly into scoring position. Cougars got a run last inning. Steinert countered with 3 in the top of the fourth, and now Colts Neck looking to answer right back and pull closer. 1-1 to Rude. Fastball hit towards right center field. DeFrancis Pirelli on the run, and it's caught by DeFrancis. He's able to track it down on the dead sprint. Up to third base goes Conover, but that could have been a whole lot worse for Steinert. It works as a sac fly for Ryan Rude. And so now runner 90 feet away for Ronan Kiley. This inning starting to shape up kind of like the last frame did for the Cougars. Got a runner on second, nobody out, sacrificed him to third, and then it was a sacrifice fly that got him home. Kiley, first pitch swinging, pops it up on the infield. Simone into foul territory, and that is a monster out for Mason Grant. Holding at third is Conover, 2 away, and here comes John Glusko. And you know he wants to make up for that error last inning. Led to a run for Steinert. His throw down to third base on a steal attempt went into left field. First pitch slider off the plate outside, ball and no strikes. Nice looking changeup that time, kind of buckled the knees of Glusko, and it's 1-1. Grant has his sign. The 1-1 offering popped up, back out of play over the Spartans dugout. Got to have your head on a swivel today if you're sitting in foul territory. Colts Neck, they have not lost in the first round of this tournament since 2019, or I should say they've lost only once in the first round of this tourney since 2019. 1-2 from Grant upstairs. That loss came in 2023 against Lawrence. Colts Neck overall since 2021, they're 3-1 in this sectional tournament against CVC teams. Off speed pitch taken just high, and the count goes full. A chance to cut the deficit in half for John Glusko. Grant looking to throw up a shutdown inning as this one's bounced foul. And if there was no gate here, our engineer Brianne O'Neill would have made a very fine backhand stab at that one.
Good thing she brought her glove today.
Brianne always brings her glove. She's ready to protect us at all costs. 3-2. Ground ball out towards short. Ditta's got another chance. Stays down on it and makes the throw over to first in time. No runs, no hits. One man left over at third for Colts Neck. We'll go to the fifth. Spartans looking to build on a 3-1 lead.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers top-of-the-line medical-grade skincare products manufactured in the USA. They're tested and developed by a team of board-certified dermatology experts, and they come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. 1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
On to the fifth here in the first round of the Central Jersey Group 3 tournament. Number 10 seed Steinert Spartans on top 3-1 over Colts Neck. And a final score to let you know about. The number 4 seed, the Lawrence Cardinals, all over Pemberton. 12-2, they pick up a 5-inning Mercy Rule win. They advance to the quarterfinals as DeFrancis chops this one to first. Up with it is Ryan Rude, and he jogs to the bag, and that's one pitch and one out for Nick Hayden here in the fifth.
Yeah, the Cardinals, the CVC champs, beating Allentown. Or excuse me, they beat Robbinsville, I believe it was.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, they beat Robbinsville, so they're moving on. As the winner of this game this afternoon plays the winner of Brick Memorial and Freehold Borough in the 2-15 matchup.
Yeah, what a season Brick Memorial had. They just were kept in second place all year in the power points because Northern Burlington just had a season for the ages. The 1-0 to Ditta is taken down low. And how about the Cardinals, though, Nick? All they needed was for it to be called the CVC tournament and not the Mercer County tournament.
Yeah.
Get some of those prep schools out of there, and they win the local tourney. Jimmy Mayer is able to get over the hump in that one.
The 20th victory on the year for the Cardinals. They go to 20-7 now. And they get the Hamilton West Jackson Memorial winner on Thursday.
One hopper over to third, Pignatelli across the diamond, and quickly two are gone. Tough day for Ditta. He's now 0 for 3, and here comes Caden Hurley.
And Northern Burlington, the overall number 1 seed here in Central Jersey Group 3, 22-2 on the year. Undefeated in the BCSL, 6-0 on the year. They won that. As you mentioned, Brick Memorial to Jordan, though, they won the Shore Conference over Red Bank Catholic. They are second overall, finishing in the Shore Conference. So an incredible season for them and a tough matchup for the winner of this game this afternoon on Thursday.
Shot back towards the middle, and that's going to be a 2-out single for Caden Hurley. He continues to cook. Now 7 of his last 8 games, he's got a hit. Central Jersey Group 3 tournament, Nick, always fun because you get the CVC teams going up against the Shore teams for the most part. Then, of course, Northern Burlington throwing a whole wrench into that. But you see 2 of the better public conferences. I mentioned how these 2 teams play in some real tough divisions. Steinert in the CVC Colonial, Colts Neck in the Shore Conference B North. Ground ball, backhand stab by Rude over there at first. And even though it wasn't a 1-2-3 inning, still a very quick frame for Nick Hayden out there on the bump. We're through 4.5. It's high school. That means it's time to stretch. We go to the bottom of the fifth, 3-1, Steinert in front.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
Today's game is brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association. We would like to take this opportunity to wish all of our students the best of luck this school term. We're proud to support you. This message brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association. Celebrating 50 years of business and supporting your community is Haldeman Ford, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. Neighbors helping neighbors is what Haldeman Ford does and will continue to do. They've got it all. New and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, plus work-ready trucks and a great variety of EV vehicles. Haldeman Ford, here yesterday, here today, here tomorrow, celebrating their 50th year in business. Trenton Thunder Baseball returns for the 2025 season Wednesday, June 4th. Catch all the fun and excitement of a Thunder game throughout the summer. For ticket information, it's TrentonThunder.com, or you can call 609-394-3300. On to the bottom of the fifth here in the first round of the Central Jersey Group 3 tournament. 3-1, Spartans on top. 8-9-1 due up for Colts Neck. The first pitch to Joe Pignatelli is shot foul the other way. Pignatelli today doubled and came around to score the lone run of the game for the Cougars. That was back in the third. Healthy cut that time, and a wave and a miss. It's quickly 0-2. Mason Grant put up a shutdown inning his last time out there, as this one's fouled away over the roof of the Spartans dugout. Was able to work around a error by Joey Ditta, then a runner on third and one out last inning. The 0-2 once more is up high. Mason Grant, no stranger to pitching in the first round of this tournament. Went 7 2/3 innings through 110 pitches, which is the limit. Did that last season in the win over Matawan in the first round. Surrendered just 4 hits, 1 earned run. That came in the first inning, and struck out 4. High pop-up, up towards that airplane that's flying overhead. Joey Ditta's got it for the first out. Ditta's been a busy man out there in the field. Now 3 of the last 5 balls that have been put in play have been hit to him. So now Miles Schneider hasn't recorded an official at bat to this point. He had a sacrifice bunt in the third. Schneider's really taken over the starting left fielder's role here for Colts Neck as this season has gone along. He played very sparingly the first few weeks. Not too much of an offensive threat. Now ahead in the count, 2 balls, no strikes. Colts Neck, they play in 2 local tournaments, the Monmouth County tournament and the Shore tournament. Miles Schneider went 1 for 11 between those 2. But ahead in the count now, 3 balls and no strikes, and no surprises here. He's going to get a fastball. And if he doesn't, I would be shocked. There it is. Fastball in the outside corner. Grant took something off of it. That's 3-1. This one misses inside. And so Schneider works out a 5-pitch walk. And that brings Dan Annunziata in the top of this Cougars order to the plate. The first walk allowed by Mason Grant, just the 10th of the season. First pitch to NJSIAA. He was looking to tie this game, and he comes up empty. It's 0-1. NJSIAA sac fly RBI last time up. Schneider off of first. There he goes. Pitches high. Throw down from Condurso is a strike, and he got him. They've been trying that a bunch. Cougars keep on running, and this time Vinny Condurso is able to gun down Miles Schneider. It was a great pitch to throw on, and there's 2 outs. Surprised at all, Nick, that they were still running there down by 2?
Yeah, but they got to get a spark going here this part of the game. You're down 2 runs, 2 outs in the inning.
Back of second, Giolella and Pirelli are there. Giolella makes the grab. And so it works out to be a 1-2-3 inning for Mason Grant. No runs, no hits, nobody left. We're quickly going to the 6th. Spartans on top 3-1 here in the sectional first round.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
Hi, I'm Sean Spiller, President of the New Jersey Education Association. On behalf of the 200,000 educators in all of our public schools, we wish all of our student athletes the very best luck in today's competition. We would also like to recognize the students in our public schools who participate in extracurricular activities, like the school play, robotics class, or the marching band. New Jersey schools are #1 in the nation. When parents, schools, and educators work together, our students are the winners. New Jersey Education Association supports our great public schools.
1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Back here in the first round of this sectional tournament, Steinert on top 3-1 as we go to the 6th, looking to go on the road and pull another upset. Eric Green, Peter Simone, Vinny Condurso, 5, 6, and 7 due up. Nick Hayden still out there on the mound, and Green, first pitch swinging, fouls it away. Green's having himself a nice day, at least at the plate. He's 1 for 1 with a walk and a double. Not so nice on the base paths, though. He's been thrown out at the plate twice.
I'm sure he would like to get on here and see if he can come around the score this time off one of his teammates.
Yeah, for Vinny Condurso's sake. I'm sure he would like nothing more than that either, because he was the guy up at bat both times that Green was gunned down.
You wonder what their conversation was like going back to the dugout in both of those instances.
Hey, maybe run some more sprints next time in practice. Fly ball, back of first, and NJSIAA, the second baseman, ranges into foul territory to make the grab. 1 out, and here comes Simone.
If you're Steinert, you're comfortable with this 3-1 lead as it stands. Mason Grant has looked stellar, minus the 1 run given up, but that's still not even a big problem. That's usually about what he does. But you just want that extra insurance run, and the Cougars got not much time left to try to come back.
First offering to Simone is a curveball, bounced towards short. Surrounding it is Persky across his body. What a play. Will Persky made that look a lot easier than it should have. And there's 2 away now, and the batter will be Condurso.
Well, besides that 4th inning Spartan rally, the defense from Colts Neck today has been pretty stellar. They've made the plays when they've had to. They've made some diving plays in the infield, some nice catches. And things could have really unraveled earlier in this game. But the defense for the Cougars keeping it a 2-run game right now.
Fastball up high, it's 1-0. Yeah, their defense has been fantastic, but they need more out of their bats, right? Dropped the stat earlier today, 1-6 when they score less than 5, and that's an easy hit by pitch for Condurso.
I heard it even hit him.
At least he says so. The home plate umpire is saying something different. At NJSIAA, his argument is that, hey, look, I heard it. And Condurso's being called back.
Did it foul off the bat? Maybe that's what we heard?
Maybe, but Condurso immediately pointed down to, it looked like his upper left leg.
They didn't mark it a strike yet, no.
Man, Condurso's having a real tough day. Now he's been robbed of 2 RBIs and a hit by pitch. As that one just rolls to the backstop, you see Condurso, he's still shaking his head. Unless they say he leaned into it.
Maybe.
Very tough to miss a hit by pitch. Oof. Oh, man, now he thought he had a walk, and that fastball catches the outside part of the plate according to the home plate umpire. Well, the count's 3 balls and 1 strike. Be great if Condurso, at least for his sake, got a base hit here. See the relief? Okay, now he gets to take the base. He's got a little bit of a bat flip for it, and he deserves it because he probably should have been aboard 2 other times before. And so it's a 2-out walk. It extends the inning for Gavin Giolella, who's one of the heroes in this game so far. Came up big with a 2-out RBI single in the 4th that extended the lead to 3-1. And Brian Giolella wants a word with the home plate umpire. Not that it really matters now, although he might be making a substitution. He's over towards the dugout. Oh, all right. No harm, no foul.
I don't know if it was no, it wouldn't have been a warning, but
be an interesting warning given to you by your manager instead of the umpire. Wanted to stall for his kid, maybe.
Maybe.
Let him get a little more settled in, although he's looking pretty good so far. 1 for 2 with that RBI single. Fastball outside, 1-0. For Gavin Giolella, it was just his 3rd RBI of the year last time up. Throw over to first. And Condurso's back easily. Actually, I think that's what it was. It's not Condurso over there. It's John Copera, the courtesy runner. I think that's what the delay was for.
What it was, yeah. Well, that was your initial thought, buddy. You were right.
And now square. Here comes the throw down to second. Not in time. It was dropped. Will Persky. I think maybe he's saying Copera knocked it out of his glove, because it looked like the throw wasn't in time whether he dropped it or not. And now Mike York, the head coach for Colts Neck, wants a word.
It was hard to tell. I didn't get it fully in time.
Gotta believe the argument is he knocked it out of his glove.
It did look like it bobbled around in the glove.
I mean, I don't know how you can change that call. Obviously, no replay. This might just be a fruitless argument. And this time, truly no harm, no foul. Everything looks civil out there. Copera stays at second. And now to add to the suspense, John Glusko is going to go have a word with Hayden. Big spot. Giolella delivered last time up. Runner on second, 2 outs, and a chance to give Steinert some insurance. The way Mason Grant's been pitching, 1 more run, and Colts Neck would have that much more difficult of a time trying to make a comeback. 1-1, runner goes, pitch is taken inside, throw down is just blocked by Pignatelli. Back-to-back stolen bases, and Copera's 90 feet away.
Yeah, if you're Colts Neck, you're a little upset about that play at second, because if the run comes around, the score, it's really going to put their backs against the wall.
The 2-1 to NJSIAA. Tails outside. 3 balls and a strike. 9-hole hitter Jace Marr waits on deck. NJSIAA's got some speed to beat out anything, and he takes a healthy cut that time. It's a wave and a miss. Count full. Nick Caden looking to keep the deficit right here at 2 and get his boys back up swinging the bats. 3-2 pitch, down low, ball 4. What a day Gavin NJSIAA's having. He's aboard for the 2nd time, and they're on the corners now for Marr. Tell you what, Nick, a lot of action in this inning for no hits.
Yeah, they're right.
And now Brian NJSIAA wants a word with Marr. This is where you got to be very wary of that first and third steal play. Got speed on both sides of the diamond.
And if you're Colts Neck, you don't worry about the runner down at first. You just focus on your runner at 3rd, keeping the game at 3-1 with 2 outs already.
Runner goes, pitch is squared at, and now we've got a lot of pump faking going on. He chases Copera back to 3rd. It goes as a stolen base for NJSIAA. And that's how you handle that, Nick, right? 2 outs. Like you had mentioned, just focus on that runner at 3rd. No reason to try to throw it down to 2nd and get NJSIAA. Then, unless it goes perfectly to plan, Copera would come home easily.
And if you joined us late this afternoon, the Colts Neck had an overthrow down at 3rd when a pitch out there and didn't go so well, and Steinert brought home a run. They don't want to prevent. They don't want that same thing happening now. Now you got 2 run on.
2 in scoring position. The 1-0 pitch to Marr is hit towards shallow right, going back and Annunziata. He can't get it. It drops. 2 runs are gonna score, and Jace Marr has just doubled the lead. It's a 5-1 ball game. How about this 2-out rally? 2 walks, 3 stolen bases, and a bloop base hit, and Steinert's up by 4.
It's situational hitting for the Spartans. They've been getting hot recently. We talked about it in our pregame. They're swinging the bats a lot during this 6 of 8 winning streak they've had going on. And who's going to step up today? Well, they've all stepped up in different ways. A big spot there, Spartans.
First pitch to Francis is taken for a strike. Yeah, how about the production the bottom of this Steinert order has gotten? All the RBIs so far are from the bottom 4. 0-1 pitch, taken for a strike. Throw down to 2nd is low, but it's in time. Nice tag that time by Persky to end the inning. An eventful top of the 6th. Steinert gets 2 more. They go on top 5-1 to the bottom of the 6th here in the Central Jersey Group 3 first round.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers top-of-the-line medical-grade skincare products manufactured in the USA. They're tested and developed by a team of board-certified dermatology experts, and they come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
Don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian or online at trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian. Trenton Thunder baseball returns for the 2025 season on Wednesday, June 4th. Catch all the fun and excitement of a Thunder game throughout the summer. For For ticket information, visit TrentonThunder.com or call 609-394-3300. Spartans tack on 2 more in the top of the 6th, and now Mason Grant out there looking to throw up a shutdown inning. His team on top 5-1. He's facing 2, 3, and 4 in this Colts Neck lineup. Jack Duga, Will Persky, RJ Conover. We talked about it before we went to break, Nick. The bottom of the Spartans order, the 2-out rally last inning sparked by the 7, 8, 9 guys. This one skied foul out of play. Spartans, they've won 6 of their last 8 games. They've been getting offensive contributions up and down their lineup over the last couple of weeks. And case in point here in this first-round matchup today. That coupled with what's so far been a fantastic outing for Mason Grant. 5 innings of 1-run ball out there on the mound. High pop-up. We've been saying that a lot today. And it's going to drop out of play. Man, Condurso had to avoid a whole bunch of debris over there. He's got bats to deal with, gravel. And for a second, I thought, Nick, you were going to have to make a play on that.
I almost had to. Thought the fans were going to get it. Thought this was a banana ball, actually. If the fans catch it, it's an out.
Wonder what that would have been ruled, because I said out of play, but it's behind the gate, but Condurso was able to get to it. Like, would that be the same as if he jumped over the gate to, like, rob it?
I feel like with that being considered an out at that point, I guess so.
Fly ball, shallow right, Giolella back, Pirelli in, and Giolella makes the over-the-shoulder catch. We've talked about, right, all these high pop-ups. That was the 6th infield pop out.
You know, I was starting to wonder that stat, actually, how much they have flown out a lot today. And we're so used to Mason Grant being a high strikeout pitcher, but he's getting this soft contact all afternoon so far and just getting them to pop out. I mean, it's not too many ground outs, just pop-ups.
That's the thing with Mason Grant, right? Like, he can punch your ticket, and you'll see every so often 7, 8, 9 strikeouts on a day. But he's also able to pitch to contact like this. That one kind of hung in there. Ball and 2 strikes now on Persky, who's 0 for 2. He's got one of those pop-outs.
And you wonder if he's adjusted throughout the game, Jordan, too, being maybe the first half he's trying to get more strikeouts. And once he's gotten a lead, he's trying to just get soft contact. And like I said in the pregame, just letting your defense play behind you. Now with a 4-run lead, that's the most comfortable he's probably been all afternoon.
2-2 pitch. Slap towards left. Coming on is Eric Green. He settles underneath it, puts it away, and there's 2 outs. We'll mix it up. That's L7 for a line out. Mason Grant so far today, 1 strikeout. Came back in the 2nd inning.
Yeah, I don't think he's had 1 strikeout in a single game this year. The way things are going, he's at least going to pitch through the bottom of the 7th here.
Pitch to Conover is popped up. This could be pop out number 7. Simone is there. Oh, it falls in between Simone and Condurso. Condurso probably the best shot at that, but Simone kept calling it, and then I think all the confusion just leads to it dropping.
That's always a tough play for a catcher. Condurso did throw off the mask. He was tracking it very well, but you got to let your first baseman get that, I think. Just because you're looking up at it, you're kind of seeing where you are in the field. You don't want to bump your teammate there. Just let your infielder do it next time. A good learning lesson. Still no harm, no foul, though.
So Grant looking to work around the misplay. Chop towards third. Marr eats him up. That'll be an error for Jace Marr. Conover takes a big turn over there at first, but he stays put.
Tommy did it.
Actually, Tommy did it. Yeah, he came in for a defensive replacement. So he gets the error charged to his line. Jace Marr is safe.
Yeah, Dida has come in a lot of this season as a defensive replacement late in games.
First pitch to Ryan Rude is grounded foul. That's the 2nd time that Conover has reached via an error today. Reached on an error by Joey Dida in the 4th. 0-1, runners going, pitch swing and a miss. Throw down's going to be too high, it just sails in there. It's one of the softer throws down to second that we've seen from Condurso.
Yeah, I don't think he was too worried about that. Was trying to make a play on it.
Pitch from Grant. Just outside. And it's now 1-2. Looking for just his second strikeout. And he gets it. Bit of a delayed call, but Mason Grant now through 6 innings of 1-run ball. His team holds a 5-1 lead, looking for some insurance when we come back with the top of the 7th here on WBCB.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. 1490 WBCB, Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Back here for the top of the 7th. Spartans on top 5-1, looking for some insurance. It'll be the top of this order. Dom DeFrancis, Joey Ditta, and Caden Hurley. The first pitch is popped up on the infield. Will Persky charges in. 1 pitch, 1 out. So DeFrancis now 1 for 4 today. Nick Hayden has really handled the top of this Steinert order quite nicely. And now the top 3 hitters are combined just 2 for 10. It's been the bottom 4 guys that have been the spark for the Spartans. Here's Joey Ditta. He's 0 for 3 today. And he takes the first pitch curveball outside. Up high, 2 balls, no strikes. Colts Neck down 5-1, but in a pretty familiar position. They don't play a lot of close games here out near the shore. Ditta squares and takes inside. It's 3 balls and no strikes. Colts Neck has only played 5 games this year, Nick, out of their 21 that have been decided by 2 runs or fewer.
That's a telling stat there.
And for comparison, Steinert has played 10 out of their 25. That's a 4-pitch walk to Joey Ditta, so he's aboard with 1 out for Caden Hurley. I think it just goes to show the competition in the Shore Conference. A lot of times you'll see close games, and that shows some of the good competition. But sometimes it's just teams that can explode for 10, 11 runs, and that leads to some of the blowouts.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
Hurley today 1 for 3. He's got a single and a strikeout. Caden Hurley, he's been an Italian People's Bakery Player of the Game this season. Got that honor in Steinert's first round CVC tournament win against Hamilton West a couple of weeks ago. Went 3 for 3 in that game. Right now, though, probably a battle between the bottom two guys in this Steinert order, and Gavin Giolella or Jace Marr, and of course Mason Grant as well. Right down the middle for a called strike. Shortly following the conclusion of this broadcast, you could find that interview on our YouTube Shorts page. Runner goes, pitch is taken in the dirt, and no throw from Glusko. Stolen base for Caden Hurley, or for Joey Ditter rather. And so he's up to scoring position. Steinert dugout. They've been loud all year. Nothing changing here in the sectional tournament. Fly ball foul down the right field line and back out of play. Winner of this game gets the winner of the 2:15 matchup, which is Brick Memorial, the 2 seed, against Freehold Borough, the 15 seed on Thursday. Throw back to second. Oh, they had Ditta leaning, and now he's in a rundown. Throw down to third, and Ditta's just going to be tagged out. Up by 4 if you're Brian Giolella. Probably not what you want to see on the base paths right there.
No, just a mental mistake there by Ditta. Doesn't make those too often, but it's a 4-run lead. Nothing to worry about for the Spartans.
So now 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, the count on Hurley. The pitch from Hayden. Hit pretty well towards left. Going back on it is Schneider, and it is foul. One hopping over the sidewall. Not quite home run distance. Hurley was able to turn on that. We've seen some fly balls go down there in this game. The count remains 2-2.
Well, if that went fair, that would have scored Ditta.
Yeah, would have added to Ditta's frustrations, I'm sure, as well. Ooh, look out. Caden Hurley had to turn out of the way of that one. It's 3-2.
I thought that did hit him in the helmet there.
Well, it's the 7th inning, and if he wasn't awake yet, he's awake now. Full count offering from Nick Hayden is outside for ball 4. Back-to-back walks allowed by the Colts Neck right-hander. And so with 2 outs, it'll be Jack Pirelli. And I think we might get ourselves a pitching change. And Nick Hayden today, the runner on first is going to be his responsibility. He's through 6 2/3. He's given up 5 runs. And he's struck out 4. We'll see if Mike York takes the baseball. He will. We're going to have a new pitcher, and we'll have his information when we come back. 5-1 ball game, 2 outs in the 7th. Back after this here on WBCB.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. 1490 WBCB Levitan and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Welcome back here from Colts Neck. It's a 5-1 Steinert lead, 2 outs in the 7th, and the new pitcher for the Cougars is Nick Hardy, the senior right-hander. 4.36 ERA, 27 strikeouts, 25 2/3 innings. And he's facing Jack Pirelli with a runner on first and 2 outs. They're going to keep the deficit right here and a throw over to first. That would have been something that he picked off. The runner over there, Nick. You come in and
right.
Don't throw a pitch.
That would have been an interesting stat. Don't see that rarely ever.
Pirelli takes a fastball down and away for a ball. Jack Pirelli today 1 for 3, singled, came around to score in the 4th. Spartans got 3 in the 4th and 2 in the 6th. Colts Neck struck first in the bottom of the 3rd. And Pirelli finds himself ahead in the count, 2 balls, no strikes. Well, Steinert, the first round hasn't really been the problem in this tournament for them over the years. It's been the quarterfinals. They've been past the quarterfinals just once since 2012. And in fact, that was in 2022 when they lost to Colts Neck in the semis. Runner goes. Hurley kind of spun his wheels. Here's the throw to second. And it was juggled and not in time. Stolen base for Caden Hurley. And for the Spartans in this tournament, right, their seasons over the last handful of years, really over the last decade, it's ended in a lot of heartbreak. They've had 5 20 or more win seasons during that span. But again, they've only reached the semifinals once in the last 13 years. Over at the knees for a called strike. Obviously, if the Spartans were to hang on and win this game, most likely they would be facing Brick Memorial, but this Steinert team, Nick, got to feel like they've got as good of a chance as anybody the way they've been playing.
You really do. I mean, you're going to go on the road again, essentially, if Brick Memorial holds on, takes care of their business on today, and then Steinert matches up on Thursday.
Swing and a miss, a drop third strike, and Glusko finishes it off. So no runs, no hits, 1 man left. Spartans looking to advance back to the quarterfinals when we come back here on WBCB.
Hi, I'm Sean Spiller, President of the New Jersey Education Association. On behalf of the 200,000 educators in all of our public schools, we wish all of our student athletes the very best luck in today's competition. We would also like to recognize the students in our public schools who participate in extracurricular activities, like the school play, robotics class, or the marching band. New Jersey schools are #1 in the nation. When parents, schools, and educators work together, our students are the winners. New Jersey Education Association supports our great public schools.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
We go to the bottom of the 7th. One last chance for Colts Neck against Mason Grant. Steinert on top, 5-1. Winner of this game advances to the Central Jersey Group 3 quarterfinals. And Mason Grant 3 outs away from his 2nd complete game against Colts Neck this season. This would be his 5th complete game of the year.
And if the results hold, how ironic it would be for a 5-1 final. The April matchup at Steinert was 5-0.
Yeah, this game kind of a little bit of a reverse from that one. Steinert was able to strike early in that game, and today they fell behind 1-0 after 3. And give credit to their offense, hanging in there, battling back. First pitch to Ronan Kiley is taken inside. A credit to the Colts Neck dugout. They're all front step, hanging on that gate. And now it's 1-1 on Kiley. Trying to will their squad to a comeback to save their season. Flied foul up over our head. 1-2. Skip that one up there. Try to overthrow that slider, did Grant. 2 balls and 2 strikes the count. Swing and a miss. So back-to-back strikeouts for Grant. He picked up 1 to end the 6th, and now starts the 7th with a K, and there's 1 down. Now John Glusko's 0 for 2. He's flown out and he's grounded out to short. Fastball right down the middle. It's 0-1. Spartans now just 2 outs away from a return trip to the quarterfinals. Outside 1-1. This would also be the 2nd consecutive year that they would go on the road and take down a Shore Conference team in the first round. Check swing, appeal down. He did not go. 2 balls and a strike. That one's over on the inside corner. It's 2-2. The Spartans, they've won in the first round each of the last 3 years. Last 3 matchups, they've outscored their opponents 21-3. They've continued that domination to this point. Jam shot off of first, Simone, and the Spartans are 1 out away from going to the quarterfinals. So now Joe Pignatelli, the last chance for Colts Neck. 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored. Ooh, pretty good looking fastball there. Just missed the outside corner. That one catches it. It's 1-1. Mason Grant's been very economical today, just like he was back in mid-April. Breaking ball upstairs for ball 2. Good looking fastball that time. It's on the outer black. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Steinert 1 strike away. Grant has his sign. The 2-2 pitch. Bounced foul. We'll do it again. The 2-2 from Grant. Punch towards first, and it's foul. Mason Grant looking to finish off his 5th complete game of the season. None would be bigger than this. Fly ball left field. Eric Green is there. And the Steinert Spartans upset another Shore Conference team. They're moving on to the quarterfinals of the Central Jersey Group 3 tournament. They win it 5-1 over Colts Neck, and they'll play on Thursday against either Freehold Borough or Brick Memorial.
An impressive win for the Spartans to come into Colts Neck and rally around after being down 1-0 on the road. Mason Grant leading the charge on the mound for the Spartans. But the offense, as we mentioned, Jordan, all afternoon, the bottom half of this offensive lineup for the Spartans, the difference maker while the Spartans are moving on today.
They win it 5-1. Our Italian People's Bakery player of the game. It's going to be Gavin Giolella. He had a big hit in the 4th that extended the Steinert lead to 3-1. Had a nice day at the plate. We'll interview the coach's kid. You can find that interview shortly following the conclusion of this broadcast on our YouTube Shorts page. So Steinert comes into Colts Neck. They fall behind 1-0. They score 5 unanswered, and they pick up this 5-1 win here in the 10-7 matchup. I want to thank our sponsors who made portions of today's game possible one more time. Team Toyota, the Revere Restaurant, Capital Health System, Kessel Dermatology, the New Jersey Education Association, Saul Funeral Homes, the Hamilton Township Education Association, the Hamilton Township Division of Health, the Italian People's Bakery, Haldeman Ford, the Trenton Thunder, Hyundai of Trenton, the Trentonian, Chris's Auto Body, Mako Viewing, and Bob Hope's Auto Repair. Steinert wins it today by the final score of 5-1. One final time now for the entire crew. For my broadcast partner and cameraman, Nick Gallagher, for Brianne O'Neill, who produced today's stream, my name's Jordan Hirsch, saying thank you for watching, and have a great night, everybody.